Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Window Pane Podcast. This is your boy Raul Rodriguez, and I'm super excited to bring to you the first episode. I've been waiting on this for a while, and when I really solidified me getting this started was when I thought about the name Window Pane, and it really just stems off of me looking out this window. It's in my apartment. If you're not watching the video, I just look out, and I think this is where I'm able to, process my thoughts. And oftentimes I don't think at all. I just kind of just drift, experience some blank space, which is also amazing. Um, but I heard the term window pane before. I was like, where did that come from? And I searched it up, and I guess it was just like a bar or something that holds the window together. But you know, I'm looking for like real answers. I'm looking for something a little deeper than that, and I found it, and it's beautiful. It actually comes from J. Cole. He has a song called Window Pane. It's an outro, and I was reading on Reddit. It was someone was explaining the whole theme of the album, which was there's good and bad ways to deal with pain. But when I read the lyrics, the exact first couple lines, I'm gonna read it to you. It says, "I put my head to the sky, I sing, grateful for the blessings you bring, thankful for the ones I love, forgive me for the times I was down and confused. I know what I reap is what I will sow. Once again, I find myself." And it was just like a perfect alignment. As soon as I heard the song, like I just almost got chills. Like, okay, grateful for the blessings you bring. He's talking about God. He's talking about being grateful, thankful for the ones that he loves, and asking for forgiveness. So this automatically, I was just like, this is a perfect name for the podcast. But I started to dive a little bit deeper. I said, what does it mean? What I reap is what I will sow. And I was just watching a lot of videos on there and reading different perspectives, and it was used in biblical terms as well. Um, and pretty much all it was saying is like, what seeds that you plant is what you're gonna get in multiplication. So 5, 10 times, 15 times, and it's converse. Whether if it's good or bad. So, what seeds are you planting that are eventually going to harvest and flourish and serve others beyond yourself? So when I think about the time that I planted the commitment seed to running my first marathon, it just reminds me that, you know, instead of being stuck in analysis paralysis and fear and doubt and waiting for a perfect moment to get something going, you just have to commit to it now, and you'll start to figure out the rest later. It's all a process of really just learning and adapting and being innovative. And I really love this analogy Ed Milet has, where he talks about us having this depth perception on how successful we could be and how close it is. And we all think success is so far away, but he pretty much just says, if you were to look at it being a 40-yard dash rather than a marathon, at what level of intensity would you be running to that goal? It's because you can see it. And really, that's how close we are to success. It's only 40 yards ahead of us, but we're moving and acting like it's a marathon ahead of us. So he challenge you to get out your comfort zone and to make that extra phone call, do that extra training, run that marathon, do something that actually is going to plant that seed that's going to later on flourish to something a whole lot more beautiful. When I think about it for myself, I was never really a runner before that marathon. And then after that, it planted the seed of actually really loving to run. And just an extension of me really trying to learn a lot more about my health and fitness, I got signed up with nutrition coaching to get my certification, which I'm doing right now. And it makes me realize that those are the clients I want to work with. Someone that wants to run their first half marathon or their first marathon, and that wants to train and build muscle while running because they love the sport. So it's just crazy. I think about how everything just connects. I planted that seed of commitment to just run that marathon, and now I'm nutrition coaching in my ideal client that I will be working with, and be serving a greater purpose with is helping people create their own breakthroughs and help guide them through this whole process. So you got to start asking yourself, like, what seeds are you going to be planting for yourself? What have you been procrastinating on that you could commit to now that's going to make so much more of a difference later? What will you reap that will then sow? I appreciate y'all tapping in. This is the Window Pane Podcast. Peace out, y'all.